Explain to the viewers everything they need to know about Better Than Drugs.
Yo, better than drugs is the only thing that's better than drugs. And it's so good that we named the whole tour after it. And, you know, this is like probably the B.o.B renaissance that me and my fans have all been waiting for.
Are you able to elaborate on that, the Renaissance word?
You know, I spent the last it feels like it's been a decade. I mean, it's probably only been like 6 years, 8 years. It's been a decade. I mean, let's just be real. Especially after that pandemic, feels like it's been fucking 15 years. And it's not even so much about how much time it feels like has passed, but it's just a completely different world. You know what I mean? It's a different world now. And I've spent the past 6 years just really rebuilding my team, restructuring my business, recalibrating, studying myself, doing the shadow work, doing everything, you know what I mean, to reinvent myself. And now everything in life just feels effortless. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in my team, everybody in my circle, my tribe, the way the music comes to me, the way things in life happen, it's like, damn, once you really learn what you're supposed to learn, you ain't gotta try hard, you know what I mean?
Now, in this amount of time that you just described, have you been dropping music the whole entire time, or did you actually take a break?
Yo, you the first person to ask the real ass question. Did you, were you actually taking a break? No, I was not actually taking a break. I was still dropping music. And, really just dropping music with no promo at all. Just no marketing. I mean, there was some, but for the most part, really just dropping music for the core fans. I just feel like I was tired of being in people's face. You know what I'm saying? And I was frustrated. And it's like I always learn just as an aspiring artist watching you know artists like T-Pain and Lil Wayne and different artists interview, and I will often hear a lot of artists say sometimes you got to just go away for a while. Sometimes people get tired of you, or sometimes if something is frustrating you, or if you're becoming frustrated from something, you probably need to just put it down, walk away from it and come back to it. You know what I mean? And I was very frustrated. And so I really just walked away from it. But I love music so much, man. I can't fucking stop making it. I tried. I'm telling you, I tried to just say fuck it. But that shit's in me. I got that dog in me.
What was frustrating you exactly at that time?
I feel like my there was always a two-sided thing to my music, and I feel like I was always trying to be two different people. I feel like my mind and my heart wasn't aligned. I feel like my heart was in one place, my mind was in the music biz, my heart was in the music. And that's frustrating, bro, because you can't have two captains, you know what I'm saying? You have a co-pilot, but you can't have you know what I mean? You can't have two steering wheels.
Now, were you ever seeing comments of this nature? Were you ever seeing comments,
To this day.
especially when you had that run, when it was a lot of B.o.B commercially, publicly? Did you ever see comments that said, I'm tired of B.o.B, I'm tired of seeing B.o.B, I'm tired of hearing B.o.B?
Probably, I think the biggest indicator of that was Tyler, the Creator. In the Yonkers song, I was like, oh shit, I'm the pop nigga. I didn't realize it, bro. And it's crazy because I grew up listening to Eminem, and Eminem would talk shit about, all the pop acts, and it was kind of his thing, you know what I mean? And when I started out in high school, like I put out my first mixtape like 17, 18, and I was doing underground music, you know what I'm saying? I'm East Side Decatur, you know what I'm saying? Fucking the people's champ from Decatur, you know what I mean? So when the song dropped, I was like, oh, I'm the pop nigga. Like the world doesn't realize, they don't see all this work that I put in. And so, but it's also ironic because when I was making underground music, you did the first mixtape, and I know we say this shit every time, but DJ Smallz, you did the first mixtape I ever did, B.o.B Cloud9. When I did that mixtape, it was like, oh shit, breath of fresh air, some new shit. Then, after 9 mixtapes in, I finally released my album, and then the consensus was, oh man, Bob went pop, nothing on you with airplanes. And then I came back and did Underground Luxury, Headband, We Still in This Bitch, you know what I'm saying, Ready with Future. And then they're like, ah, man, he's going urban. He don't want to be pop no more. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking I do the Elements series. I'm all woke and shit, you know what I'm saying? Full Monty. And then they're like, oh man, go back to making Strange Clouds. So it's like, you can't really please everybody, man. No matter what, you always gonna have a polarizing effect to whatever action that you make. You know what I'm saying? If you go outside and be like, we love grapes. We need to advocate for the grapes. It's gonna be somebody over here saying, fuck that. We want raisins. More raisins in the salad. And it's really no way around it. And so I just kind of focus on the direction that I want to go in. And to be honest with you, your real core diehard fans see beyond duality. They're just like, you know, this isn't really for me, but I still fuck with it. I still fuck with the artist. I still fuck with the brand.
Now, when it came to these comments, were you the type of recording artist that wanted to hear this feedback? You sought to see these comments, or you weren't even trying to see it, you were just hearing these things or seeing these things?
I used to search. I guess a lot of artists know this because I see artists retweet tweets about them that aren't directly at them, but I used to go on Twitter and search my name. Like I used to search B.o.B in the search bar to see what the world was saying about B.o.B. I'd never do that shit. I'd never do that shit now. That is like the most unhealthy thing. Maybe not for everybody, because some people love that shit. They like, yo, what they saying about me? And they be fucking going at it. But like that shit's just so like distracting, man, because like that shit like poisons your creative process in the studio. Because you be thinking like, I mean, if you could turn that shit into fuel and make a record and be like, fuck all y'all hating ass niggas, I'm bar. And if you could do that, then great. But I just didn't really need it no more. You know what I mean? Like I've heard everything. I've heard the worst. If there's anybody who wonders how much they hate me, if they wonder if I know, like I know. I've seen all the hate. And after a while, you just kind of like, it really don't matter but what I think, really, you know what I mean?
So when it came to the duality, the pop side, the underground side, was that the record label you were signed to at that time taking its course with you? Was that you personally seeking this course? Were you feeding into the comments and switching up because of the comments and the feedback you may have been seeing at the time?
I mean, I feel like, to be honest, man, I feel like it was everybody. I feel like it was the fans, the label, the boutique label, my label. I mean, everybody. It was really, and I don't think it was so much like ill intent, I'll say, but I feel like a lot of people saw so much potential in me from the beginning. It was always like, nah, we got to take Bob this way, or nah, Bob should go this way. And you know me, like when you're 17, you know, I'm a student first. You know, I really like learning shit. So it took me a while to really like grow up and take the lead of my life, my existence in completion. And so I feel like it was always like this uncertainty about what is Bob, where can we go, where should he go? there's so much music that never came out that I made in 2007 that was amazing music. If it would have came out around that time, I mean, it would be a completely different story. But there were large chunks of my career that the music that I made never came out because, like, The Adventures of Bobby Ray was almost a mixtape. I was like, damn, man, I may never put an album out. And I feel like that caused a lot of static in the beginning.
Are there any regrets from this point in the past that you harbor? Looking at how everything's played out.
If you would have asked me that last year, I probably would have lied and said, nah, I don't have no regrets. But now I can truthfully say I don't have any regrets. I can really say that I love it. This has been a fucking great, epic movie.
Now, if there are viewers watching this, tuning in to the first time, and getting to get acclimated to your music again, who is B.o.B right at this very moment? If they've seen the pop side of you, the underground side of you, the woke side of you, who is B.o.B today?
I'm the motherfucker acting like a hard ER all summer, all 22. I love to have fun. If you want to get deep, we'll get deep for as long as it takes me to drink this shot. And then we back. Let's get back at it. You know what I'm saying?
Also, for viewers watching this, just want to reference some of the things you just said. Your Twitter. Maybe there's somebody watching this. It's their first time getting to know you. What is your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is @BOBATL.
You also mentioned a label and a boutique label. Care to share those names? For reference in the conversation.
Right. When I was signed with the first person I was signed with was with Rebel Rock, and that's Jim Johnson. Jim Johnson produced. I mean, you know, his resume is pretty impressive. Produced for the Let's Go record with Lil Jon and Trick Daddy. Produced Jamie Foxx Unpredictable. Produced Beyonce. You know, top tier guy. And when I first signed, I signed with Jim Johnson, Rebel Rock in Miami, and T.I., Grand Hustle, and Atlantic. And then my manager at the time had a management company, and he had his own company, and, you know, it was so many people involved, you know, so that's why it was like, it was a real, you know, it was quite the task to figure out which single we're going to put out.
When it comes to Better Than Drugs, the initial question was explain to the viewers everything they need to know about this. Is there anything else you want to add?
Yo, Better Than Drugs is a super dope album produced by my production company, Hang Dynasty. And it's featuring the likes of Baby Tate, Quiz, Black Bolt from Travis Porter, Tech Nine, Naina, Money Moo. Who else I'm forgetting? Jace. Oh, my nigga Lil Tate, Jace from 2-9, KT, Ray Moon. Yo, it's so many people on there. And the producers, I mean, the production is just incredible, bro. It's a really dope project, man. JT helped out. I'm sorry, Jace. Jace helped out a lot with a lot of the writing, and I mean, even just on a larger producer scale, like, you know, my bro Keon and Jace are, I feel like they're like A&Rs, you know what I mean? Like, they really understand how to bring the best out of a song and out of a project. So, you know, this shit is like an amazing project, Better Than Drugs. It is Better Than Drugs, self-explanatory, self-titled album.
And why go the album route for this project? Why not the mixtape route, EP route?
I feel like with this project, I wanted to put together a project This is the first project that I put together that was produced by a production company, which happens to be my production company, but it's a different process than just me by myself, you know, making music and just kind of like winging it, you know what I mean? Like just really going off of what I like, unedited, unfiltered, which is cool. You know, I feel like everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like making music by myself, but I also like making music with a lot of talented people, too. I mean, shit. Some of the best songs in the world got like 12 people, 12 writers on it, you know what I mean? So why not fucking Voltron up?
Speaking of the production, did you do any of the production yourself on this project?
Like solitary, like just solo me. Do we have a track list? It's so crazy, like how hard it is to find a track listing of your own album. Oh, Apple Music, right? It's probably on Apple Music. For real? Yeah, we've had to. We've had to update some things because some folks been acting crazy with these. All right, it's down. Well, let me think. Ocean Wave. Oh, you got it? All right, the one I did by myself completely. I don't even think I do that no more, Smallz. I don't even solo produce no more, my boy.
There was a time when you did.
There was a time when I did.
So just curious.
The way I get my rocks off with solo production is the elements. So when I did the Elements 2, like I did all the tracks on Elements. I did all the tracks on Elements 1, and now on Elements 2, I do all the tracks also.
Now, you've already said that the title is self-explanatory, but was this a title, just for further questioning here, was this a title that you came up with or someone coined for you for this?
Every title comes to me when I'm not looking for a title. So I really can't even say that I come up with titles. They come to me. And when I made the Elements, Water was the title I came up with, but then somebody was like, yo, you should make Fire. And then I was like, oh shit, Earth, Fire, Water, oh. And then I was like, the Elements. So it's like, you know, it just kind of like stampeded, you know, avalanche down into a concept. But even Murder and Mercy, when I was making Murder and Mercy, I knew I wanted to have like murder in it because it's like a Halloween album. And I just didn't know. I was like, I gotta take this concept and make it not basic, like young murder. You know what I mean? Like just. So I was making the beat in my music room. I was working on the beat to the song "God Loves Violence," and when I was making the beat, a fucking book fell out of my bookshelf. Books don't fall out of bookshelves. That shit has never happened in my entire time staying there. And I picked up the book and fucking on the page, it was like, you have to find the balance between murder and mercy. And da-da, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, fuck, Murder and Mercy. That's the title of the, And that shit came to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would have never just came up with that shit. So I feel like titles really do come to you, especially album titles. And you don't have to look for it.
Like a scene from Poltergeist or something?
I mean, Polternice. I don't know, like Polter fucking, what's the other one? It's Poltergeist and then it's what's the other? Exorcist. Yeah. But isn't that crazy though? Like it's a Halloween album and then the title came from some spooky shit happening. That shit is meant to be, bro. And so you know, I just feel like it's always like that. Like there's some shit I've been looking for in my house forever and I can't find it. And I'm gonna find it when I'm not looking for it. And it's like you learn that lesson your whole life, but you just never accept the fact and just stop looking for it.
Now, are there any unknown facts or stories in regards to this album that's never been publicly mentioned before? Whether it's in regards to the creation of it, the recording of it, or I was going to say the release of it, but it hasn't released yet. That's still a week away.
Damn, you drive a pretty hard bargain. Damn. What have I not said? Tulum was a dope song. We made it. We made it. I mean, it's pretty obvious, man. Okay, no drugs were harmed in the making of this album. Yo, I'm retarded, bro.